everywhere. They are in the food that we package, they are in the hair and makeup products, and of course, these things are just never on the list of any type of products that are to be banned. And that for him has to be some cause for concern. So, ladies and gentlemen, toxins, the more toxins that we are exposed to, then of course, the more our bodies are going to be afflicted in one way or another, particularly our women in this particular situation of the uterine fibroids. So can you avoid it? Yes, you can. If toxins are the major risk factor, then the important thing to do would be to put your body in a state whereby you are eliminating those toxins on a daily basis. And here it is that the doctor is even making it more profound, that the things that are out there that are the cause for concern, there is no group, there is no organization that is campaigning and saying, why aren't you banning these things? Why aren't you getting rid of these things? Why is it that you're flooding the atmosphere with these things? And why is it that, in the same breath, women who are cognizant of the dangers, you are not concerned in any way, shape, or form. You are just readily utilizing these things. And so therefore the challenges are just really rough on you. If you're hearing me, if I'm making sense, if you're following and of course you're a part of the conversation, jot the number 7 in the chat. I hate to feel like I am here alone and nobody's hearing me. Right. So people are here. Oh, great. Thank you so much for that feedback, ladies. Now, what can be a possible solution to this particular challenge? Ladies and gentlemen, if toxins are your problem, if vitamin B deficiencies are your challenge, if there's a deficiency in nutrients, what would really be your solution? If I was just a layman out there and I'm having this conversation with somebody, I would simply say, eat the right foods. That's what I would tell you. And I'm sure you would agree with me if I say to you, eat the right food. But also what we are seeing, guys, is that the foods that we are consuming are also coming back to us as number one, nutrient deficient, number and sharing this message with people globally. The solution to your toxin problem is the Tedavina detox tea. The Tedavina detox tea is designed specifically to naturally cleanse and detoxify the body comprehensively. What did I say? The Tedavina detox tea is so designed to provide your body with not just a comprehensive detox, but a comprehensive cellular detox. And by cellular, ladies and gentlemen, I am speaking specifically to your cells. The human body is made up of trillions of cells, right? Think about your brain, those are cells. Think about your organs, those are cells. Think about your skin, that is also cell. You know what I mean? So therefore, what you're seeing here is that you are pure cells. Now, when these cells are attacked by toxins, it leads to what is called oxidative stress. With the oxidative stress, that leads to things like free radicals. And with these free radicals, what you find happening, ladies and gentlemen, is that our bodies are now transitioning into things that we really don't want them to include uterine fibroids. And so, more ladies today are being affected by this thing called fibroids than ladies 20 years ago. Yes, and it has to do with these chemicals that we are seeing and experiencing, these nutrient deficient foods, these toxic foods that people are really consuming. And so what this tea is designed to do for you is to provide your body with that cellular detox. Every single person on this call, the 100 of us that are here, we should really be experiencing that comprehensive cellular life that we so greatly desire. What is it about this product that make it so unique and supersede everything else that is on the market? Well, number one, here's a product with 12 different ingredients. These ingredients are mushrooms and they are herbs. Now, the two mushrooms here are the Ganoderma lucidium / reishi, and rather the shaga mushroom. Now, these mushrooms are known throughout the field of alternative medicine to do some important things to our bodies, to include detoxifying the system and regulating necessary hormones. You will learn more about that as we proceed into the rest of the presentation. But of course, you have herbs here, such as the blessed thistle. You have herbs such as the papaya. The papaya is really a fruit. You have the ginger, something that you and I know very well. And of course, you have been using it from your granny was a baby, and it has done wonders for her. But what we have never seen is a combination of the mushrooms plus these particular herbs, and that is what makes it so potent. There are people who are here and they are using this, including myself, and I lost 10 pounds off my tummy just by drinking this tea. See, I'm here now on the presentation, and I'm taking a sip right now because it is extremely, extremely, extremely powerful. There are people on this call who will tell you that, look, they have been using the tea for, quite a good period of time, and the results that they have personally gotten is just literally mind-blowing, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a very, very good product. It does 4 things predominantly. I must tell you, number one, it will, cleanse that body of yours from a cellular perspective. Of course, it will also provide important organs, with the cleansing that it deserves. The kidney, for example, is that important organ in the body that is specific to, excreting urine from the system. The liver as well, one of the major detox organs in the body. If it is corroded, if it is, has too much, toxins, therefore the use of it is going to be a little bit less in terms of the potency. But most importantly, your colon. When was the last time you had a bowel movement? Think about it for a minute. When was the last time? How often do you have a bowel movement? Let me take a little survey here. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. On a daily basis, how many times on average do you experience a bowel movement? Just on a daily basis. Just go in the chat and type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? However many you want to type. Please just go to the chat and tell us how many times you experience a bowel movement. Because one of the things that I have seen personally is that a lot of people that I encounter on a daily basis, they are saying to me, Chris, I seldom experience a bowel movement. There are times when 2 and 3 and 4 days are passing us by and there's absolutely no bowel movement, right? Some people are constipated for one reason or the other, and so there's absolutely no bowel movement on a daily basis. That is a cause for concern, because the truth of the matter is that once you consume a meal, then the next major thing that should happen is a bowel movement, because if you are putting food into your system, once that is digested, yes, then whatever was there before now needs to be excreted. That now needs to get to where it needs to go, because that is waste. If you are retaining waste, what that means is that you are poisoning your body on a daily basis. Check that out. And of course, importantly, the arteries, very, very important in terms of eliminating the plaque that is there. The tea does that so very well, and so therefore the propensity for things like high blood pressure, for cholesterol challenges, and for all of these negative diseases is really far-fetched once you are experiencing this comprehensive detox. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have your detox. If you don't take anything away from this presentation, make sure you take the fact that you need this tea to give you that detox. So many people are sharing with us their experiences of using the product and what it has really done for them. But now that you have provided your body with that comprehensive detox, then it is now imperative that you provide your body, ladies, with the fuel, with the nutrients that it really needs in order to ward off things like the uterine fibroids. One such thing that we personally recommend here is that of the reishi mushroom. No, we're going to talk about the reishi mushroom in a different light today, because this is the reishi mushroom has numerous benefits, to be had from it. Numerous benefits. These are just a few of them. Number one, and the main thing, is that it regulates normal body function. So think about that, ladies. Regulating and restoring normal body function. In other words, this mushroom is designed to regentrificate your body. What are we talking about? We're talking about if anything unusual is happening inside the system, this mushroom has the propensity to fix that in a very short period of time. Interestingly, why is this so? The mushroom called the reishi mushroom, scientifically known as the Ganoderma lucidum, is that mushroom that provides your body with an abundance of well-needed nutrients. I'm speaking specifically of the antioxidants in need. I speak of the phytonutrients. I speak of the polyphenols. Let me tell you, we're talking about over 150 antioxidants, over 200 phytonutrients, and in excess of 3,000 polyphenols. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mushroom that is rich in all the necessary nutrients that the body needs in order to function effectively. And so with these nutrients, one of the things that it does is that it protects the body against infections and against viruses. Another thing that it does, ladies, is that it's an anti-tumor mushroom. Because of the nutrients that it provides, it is able, pardon me, to literally reduce, yes, anything that is popping up inside of the body that is looking like a tumor. And of course, you heard earlier in the presentation when we shared with you that fibroids is really just a tumor that is developing in the tissues of the uterus, right? So here's a mushroom that is very, very, very potent in terms of helping to reducing and eliminating those fibroids. Many studies have been done on this particular mushroom, and of course, the results are just, really, 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 overwhelming in terms of how it helps, not just with the fibroids, but so many other things, to include fighting cancers and, improving your blood sugar and improving your blood pressure and lowering your cholesterol and, improving the overall function of your liver. Extremely, extremely potent. In case you're wondering to yourself, where can I find this mushroom? Where is it available? What does it look like? The truth of the matter is that here, the person who invited you can point you specifically to this mushroom known as the reishi spore oil or the reishi extract. Very, very, very powerful mushroom we are talking about here. And so therefore, the person who invited you can point you to it, and they can share with you testimonies of individuals who have used it and how it has helped them in a very, very positive way. And suffice it to say that this is the mushroom that provides your body, with the things that you need to live healthy. But most importantly for us, this mushroom is certified, it is organic, and it is medicinal. Those are the things that really makes us excited and about it, because we're not talking about something that somebody just went and pick up somewhere and come and put on your table. No, we're talking about something that has the approval, the certification of the FDA in the United States, among other bodies that literally regulate these types of things, right? And so it's available for you to use. You must get this into your system. This particular mushroom is very potent. It has 2.5 pounds of certified organic reishi mushroom in a single gel cap. So think about a carnivore oil. It looks like that, but the potency is unmatched with this particular product. Another of the mushrooms that we're going to talk about this evening and share with you in terms of how it can help in this particular challenge, we're talking about the chaga mushroom. Now, the chaga mushroom is another nutrient-dense superfood. Yes, this one is really called the king of the medicinal mushrooms in the Far East, right? And it is potent, or let me say it is pertinent to our conversation, particularly because when we look at the conversations earlier that we had, we saw where a deficiency in vitamin D is really one of the risk factors for this particular challenge of uterine fibroids. This mushroom, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the richest in terms of vitamin D. Yes, it's a really strong source of vitamin D. It is so powerful. It consists of over 400 bioactive compounds, and these compounds, when you twin this with the reishi mushroom, it's a perfect combination to help to eliminate anything in the system that is not supposed to be there, anything that is growing, anything that is spreading, anything that is untidy body. Can I tell you, this is possibly one of the greatest combination ever. But it gets better, because when you think about this combination plus the combination, ladies and gentlemen, of the cordyceps sinensis extract. Now let me tell you, there are many cordyceps on the market. Yes, the most potent, the most researched has been the cordyceps sinensis extract. You must not mix them up. And so it is important when you're thinking about mushrooms, it's important for you, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you are getting your mushrooms from a reputable source. Can I tell you? The source that is speaking to you this evening is a reputable one. The source that invites you this evening is a reputable one, because all of these mushrooms are certified organic medicinal mushrooms, and that's what is really, really important. So this mushroom is an anti-tumor mushroom, very, very powerful in that particular regard, if in terms of helping to eliminate and arrest the spread and growth of tumors. That is why personally I am not exaggerating, ladies and gentlemen, but I feel very confident when I speak like this. There are so many human beings, particularly females, with whom I have shared these mushrooms with, and of course the testimonies that have returned have literally just blown my mind. There's a particular lady who had this particular uterus problem. She never knew what was growing on her uterus, and the doctors told her that they didn't know either, and so they had to make sure that they did a surgery. That lady drank the 6 sachets of the Teldavina detox tea. She got the reishi, she got the chaga, and she got the cardi, and when she used that for a 1-month period, she was able to say to us that the doctors are literally flabbergasted because they don't know what became of what was on her uterus. That's the power of these particular mushrooms that we're speaking about. Again, we say the mushrooms are available. It's available to you in extract form. The person who invited you to the presentation, they are competent enough to provide these things to you. But of course, while the reishi is exciting, while the chaga is powerful, and while the cordyceps sinensis is something that the world is going crazy for based on the benefits, can I tell you, there is still mushrooms out there that are specific to the challenge of uterine fibroids. In fact, when you combine all these mushrooms, all 6 of them that I'm going to speak about tonight, when you combine all of them and use them, ladies are saying to us that their fibroids have been reduced by 98%. Ladies are saying to us that their fibroids have reduced by 99%. Ladies are saying to us that the fibroids does not exist anymore. But also, ladies are saying to us that because of the fibroids, they were anemic. Because of the fibroids, they were lacking in the vitamin D's. They had a vitamin D deficiency, particularly B12. These women are saying to us now that the doctors are concerned. Why are the doctors concerned? Because their bodies now have too much vitamin B12. Oh my goodness gracious me, the iron level is just beyond their wildest imagination. What's the cause for that? Why are these women so excited? Why have they gotten back their good health? Why is it that doctors are telling women today that you are 60 years old, but your reproductive area resembles that of a 20-year-old? Let me tell you, it is the reishi, it is the shaga, it's the kori, but it is also the shiitake extract and the maitake extract. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. The shiitake and the maitake mushrooms are really powerful sources of the vitamin D, of the vitamin B5, of selenium, and of course copper. Now let me tell you, whenever women are experiencing any type of hormonal challenges, one of the deficiencies, not just the vitamin D, but what we have seen is a deficiency in copper, because the copper, along with the vitamin D and the vitamin B12, is able or is designed specifically by the great creator to regulate those functions in the human body. And so with the shiitake and with the reishi, with the maitake, what you are seeing is that hormones are being regulated. So look at what is happening here now. An hormonal challenge could very well be polycystic ovarian syndrome. And you know what happens when that comes along? It means, therefore, that you become, the possibility of pregnancy is significantly reduced. The issue of you developing, testosterone as a female, and your voice becomes deep, and you start to grow in the facial hair and all of these things. With the shiitake and the maitake mushroom, when combined with the others we spoke about, my goodness gracious me, perfect combination, ladies, for alleviating these particular challenges. All we're talking about is nutrients, We're not talking about, we didn't say, look here, this was made in a lab. We didn't say that, look here, when you use this, it has 10 different side effects. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about nutrients that God Almighty placed on the earth. I was reading Genesis sometime last month, and it was very clear that God, in his wisdom in terms of creation, created the earth in such a way where he says, hey, listen, you have all the herbs for your use. You have all the herbs for your use. Read Genesis 1 again, and it will tell you. It tells you what the bird is to eat, and it tells us as human beings what we are to consume and what he created for us to utilize. So the brain behind these particular mushrooms is not Mr. Armand Puyol, it's not Christopher Thomas. It's really God Almighty who would have created them. We thank the people who discovered them and brought them to our tables and have made them available for us to use. But of course, the source is God Almighty. So of course, it's anti-tumor. They are designed to destroy cancer cells. But most importantly, for our ladies, we're talking about regulating those hormone challenges that you experience. In case you're wondering where you can source them, where you can touch them, how you can use them, they are available. They are organic. They are certified, and they are medicinal mushrooms that are available from the person who thought it prudent to invite it to tonight's presentation. It gets better because with those 5, the reishi, the shaga, the kori, the shiitake, and the maitake, you have the antioxidant packed turkey tail. The turkey tail is one of those mushrooms, ladies, that it is creating waves right now in the United States of America. And people are asking, why? How come I never heard about it? I said, maybe you are listening to the wrong channel. Maybe you're not in tune, because what I am seeing and what I am reading is that, hey, look, this mushroom is currently being researched heavily by the CDC in America. And why is the CDC so interested in this particular mushroom? You see, for years, the people in Japan, for years, the people in China and people in parts of Africa have been saying to us, why aren't you consuming medicinal mushrooms? And we laugh them off to say, hey, those things are poisonous. They have no benefits to the body. Well, let me tell you, some mushrooms are poisonous, but then there are those that are healthy for us and provides the human body with all that it needs. And another of those is the turkey tail. The turkey tail, ladies and gentlemen, is one of those mushrooms that is super packed with all of the nutrition that the body literally needs. And so therefore, when you fuse the reishi, the shari, the shiitake, the maitake, and the turkey tail together, it's an amazing source of all that the body needs in order to heal itself. The body was designed, ladies and gentlemen, by God himself to heal itself. And so therefore, all it needs is just the necessary nutrients to do so. Many people can attest to that. And finally, ladies, we have for you a product called the Venus. Now, the Venus is unique because not only does it support, healthy menstrual cycle, and of course helps to mitigate and of course reduce the harmful symptoms of things like menopause and so on. But if you are here and you're struggling in the bedroom, ladies, you have no desire for intimacy for one reason or the other, then it is very possible that this mushroom will change your life. It has changed the lives of thousands of women globally. I have no reason to doubt that it will change yours as well. It's a mushroom that has ingredients such as the tongkat ali. It has, other ingredients that are designed specifically to focus on the intimacy aspect of things. But of course, you name your challenges as a female in terms of hormonal, and this particular product is designed specifically to help in that regard. We have seen this evening where it is stated by people who are, of that particular ilk, persons who are, very potent and competent in research, people who are of the PhD caliber, and they are saying to us that, look, it's very important for ladies to take their health seriously. But one thing they know is that if they don't do that, they may fall into that category where the 80% will experience some level of uterine fibroids. My sisters who look like me, black women, they are saying that, look, the black women seem to have a higher propensity for this particular challenge more than any other woman. In fact, when you look at the graph, you see that the black woman is all the way up here and the others are down on this particular part. Why is that so? It comes down to the things that we are exposed to, the toxins. The black woman seems to want to use more makeup than everybody else. She seems to want to use more chemical on her hair than anybody else. She wants to use more chemical on her body than everybody else. She wants to be exposed to these toxins more than everybody else. All in the name of looking beautiful. It is, can I tell you, that if you consider yourself this evening to be at risk for any type of uterine fibroids, or if you're experiencing it as we speak, get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you need these mushrooms. Because what we are seeing is that the mushrooms are very, very, very important in helping to mitigate the challenge. Things like the mitake, the shiitake, the chaga, the cordyceps sinensis, the turkey tail, and of course the reishi. They possess anti-tumor, properties, and these anti-tumor properties are designed specifically to help to eliminate things like fibroids out of the system. Ladies, get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you need to get that detox first, and then you need to add these 6 mushrooms to your daily diet to live your best life. Because not only will you see benefit in terms of the anti-tumor levels, but you will see other benefits in terms of the nutrients, the natural nutrients that you need in order to lead your best life. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening to share in this another health and wellness seminar. With me this evening, is my co-host Sir Clinton Daly. He's having some technical difficulties, but I'll still ask Mr. Daly to unmute and to just, greet the people. Say hi, Mr. Daly. I know you have wanted to done that from the beginning, but you weren't able to do it. Go ahead, sir. Talk to the people.
Hi, Mr. Christopher. Thank you very much. A wonderful presentation. So we all enjoyed, and I trust I'm speaking on behalf of everyone who is on this call. These Saturday night health and wellness calls have been really opening up our eyes so that we can take actionable steps. And I really thank everyone who came on board to listen, to hear the information, and know that the information has been disseminated. What I'm asking us to do is to make sure that the right people get this information. If you're on this call and you are one of those persons, I invite you to take the action necessary so that we can live a better life. And I really appreciate. I'm really sorry for the fact that I wasn't able to host. But thank you, Sir Christopher. You did a wonderful job as usual. We really appreciate the effort that you have taken to prepare this information so that we can live a better life. So go back, ladies and gentlemen, go back to the persons who invited you so that you can get access to these products. Because guess what? If you detoxify yourself and you provide your body with these micronutrients, then the only thing that can happen is that your body is going to become better, and it will be able to fight those tumors wherever they are, including the uterine fibroid. So thank you, Sir Christopher. We really appreciate you, sir, and I know the information was resonated, right? And I know actions are going to be taken, because we have seen and we have heard results coming from these products.
Awesome, Sir Clinton. Thank you very much as usual for your commitment. You have always been committed, and thank you so much for responding to the call. There are persons right now in the chat that are posing questions and persons who are commenting on things that happen. We appreciate all of you. We have an individual here with us this evening, Lady Shireen Bailey, out of Jamaica. She started using the mushrooms recently, and she has had some really great results from it. In fact, she would have told us some time ago that she's going on the road now and people are asking her what is happening to her, because the size of her tummy has reduced significantly. Lady Shireen, you have had your own experience with these mushrooms regarding the fibroids that you struggled with for some time. You have only done your first set of the mushrooms so far. Would it be okay, ma'am, if we ask you to unmute and to share with us your own experience? Just talk to us, tell us what has been happening to you. You have told us that you have passed out some things that you almost run from, but I guess if people hear this evening, they won't run, they will listen. So go ahead and talk to us. Talk to us about your experience of using the mushrooms.
Okay, good night, everyone. Yes, my experience is a wonderful one because of the whole ordeal and feeling more, what I would say now, comfortable in my own skin, more confident after all, because it has been a challenge over some years. Went to the doctor, they said I have a lot of fibers, some big, some small. Because when they did the test, they even asked me if I have children already, because if I never have any before, I couldn't have any because there was so much. But being on the tea, I took the tea. I also use the reishi, the mikati, and the tikati. So I realized by taking them, I realized first time I was always weak. Some days it's like I can hardly get up. But I realized by taking them, I have my energy level come up. Then not only that, I realized I sleep better. And I practice myself to use less oil, no butter, and such a whole different cooking style to help
Mm-hmm.
out with the product. Um, from in last month, that is in December, I realized I'm not seeing any period, but I realized that sometimes I feel like my belly something cut me. I went to the bathroom. I realized I've been passing out a lot of things coming out. I don't have. I wasn't seeing any menstruation. I wasn't but it just a pass out, just a come out. It just a come out, and I was saying, my God, to God be the glory. And I was saying, my God, I have to thank my cousin, and I will forever be grateful to her to introduce the the product I introduced you, that you could have able um to help me in this way. I went even on the road today and everybody was saying, "Oh, you look good, man." I went to church at a program Sunday night. I was stepping into church. I wear that dress already, and somebody was saying, my, how you look, son?" I was muggling on them, and I said, "Yeah, but most, yeah, I understand." But I feel more confident, and again, and even on the road, I was telling people about the product. You know, I was
Mm-hmm.
introducing them and telling them about the fibers that I had. And since Wednesday evening, my neighbor called and said, "No, sure, you look good, man. All the belly gone down." We say, "Oh, you mean? Thank you. Feel proud of myself." So, um, the product really works, really works, and I'm giving God thanks. You know, as they said, the herbs is the healing of the nation. And
Awesome.
I realized that certain changes my body is making so much different changes, not only with the fibers, you know. But I forgive God thanks and thank
Thank
you.
you so much,
Yeah.
so much. Thank you so much, Lady Shireen Bailey, right here in Jamaica. She's in Old Harbour. She's not over in the foreign land, not at all. She's right here with us, and she's able to share with us this evening that because of the comprehensive detox, because of the mushrooms, and she was very specific and deliberate in sharing with you the ones that she has been using. She said, "Look here, she has had her tea, she has had the reishi, she has had the shiitake, she has had the mitake, and I think she also has the cordy as well. I think she forgot that one, right? But that's what she has been using. And now she's able to say that, look here, that abundance of fibroids that she was walking up and down with is no longer there. She's passing them out on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. That's the power of the nutrients that these particular mushrooms provide the human body. Let me tell you, it does not get any better than this. This is where it is happening. And so this evening, if the latest testimony resonated with you, throw some fire emojis in the chat for her, because I can tell you, not everybody is brave enough. There are others who have the same experience and even greater experience than her, and they are afraid to come on this platform to share, because they don't want people to know that they were having that particular experience. They don't want people to know their business. Some people are just private, unlike me. I want everybody to know, right? Right. So at this point in time, I'm going to open the floor for a few questions, and I hope to God Almighty that I am able to provide you with the necessary answers. I see Lady Sherwood, she would have raised her hand. I am not too sure if she's going to share a testimony or she has a question. But whatever it is, we welcome it. Lady Sherwood, Yvonne Sherwood, please unmute your mic, ma'am, and go ahead and speak to us. We're talking about uterine fibroids and how the mushrooms can help, along with the detox, to improve your overall health. What do you have to say, ma'am?
Yes, sir, Chris. Good night.
Blessings to you. Blessings to you, ma'am.
In 2001, I removed 37 fibroids. I did a major surgery, myomectomy. And I didn't have much problem with mine. The only challenge I have when I want to pass my urine, I have to went into the bathroom, get my clothes off, went into the shower and turn the pipe on. Because the last one was rest on my bladder. And it just take time, tip, and came out, you know?
Yes.
And I didn't have every period, no. My doctor was Dr. Clive Dale by Gyno Associate. Sorry, and I did mine at St. Joseph Hospital. I did it on my birthday. Yeah. So you find, so now, after the surgery, he put me on some hormone tablets. I took like 4 from the tablet. I saw milk coming from my breast. When I checked my prescription drugs book, because I have one, the biggest thing about that, I can end up with breast cancer or cancer of the uterus. So I started taking. Yeah. And from my surgery, I have no problem and things like that. Because he went out and he go and explained to me that a lot of doctors don't explain to the patient. They just go ahead and do a hysterectomy. But he said he's not going to do that. He's just going to remove the fibroid by doing a myomectomy and save everything. Yeah. But I did have a huge tummy. Yeah. Sometimes since I started drinking the tea and things like that, it started to come down. Yeah, because the surgery, my tumor was still high. Yeah. So
thank you very much for sharing today.
And I took 1 bottle of the Venus already.
Yes.
I took a Gano and a Cardiceps. Yeah.
Nice. So the mushrooms have been helping you now to maintain a healthy body, and of course you have had your comprehensive cleanse, and your tummy is now reducing significantly. Really, really happy to hear that from you, Lady Sherwood. Thank you very much for braving up and for sharing with us on the platform this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, you have a question that you would like to pose, if you have a comment, feel free, like Lady Sherwood, raise your hand. I'll be more than happy to ask you to unmute, and we'll have the conversation. If there are no questions, if there are no comments, then of course we will indicate to you that next week, Saturday, God's willing, I think we're going to be in the month of February by then. We'll be back here to have the conversation all over again. And of course, next week, Saturday, we are going to be looking at the business opportunity. So when you come to us next week, Saturday, if you're thinking of, wanting to share these products with people, we will show you how you can do that. And of course, improve your health and also your wealth. All right, that's what we're going to be looking at next week, Saturday night. So again, we want to thank those who took the time out to be present with us and to share in tonight's presentation, another health and wellness seminar. Tonight we looked at how the mushrooms, the organic, medicinal, certified mushrooms, can help you, ladies, in terms of minimizing and reducing the risk of uterine fibroids. I hope that the information that was presented would have been well received and resonated with you. Now you know exactly what to do. Get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you want to get your detox tea, you want to get your Risha spore oil, you want to get your shaga, you want to get your turkey tail, you want to get your cardi, and of course you want to get your shiitake and maitake. If you are a lady here and you are struggling with your husband in the bedroom, nothing is happening for you, then of course the Venus is that particular answer. There was one gentleman who asked a question about the prostate and enlarged prostate. Sir, there is a complete package for enlarged prostate. Get to the person who invited you and let that person provide you with that particular information. But of course, the tea is the precursor to everything that we do here. Without the cleansing, without the detoxing, then these products will not give you the real benefits that you need, because we cannot put clean wine into a dirty bottle. So of course, make sure you get your detox. Let me tell you, an ounce of prevention is always better than a pound of cure. Let me repeat that. An ounce of prevention is always better than a pound of cure. These particular products that we talk about today are in the business of helping us to prevent some really debilitating illnesses in the future. If you can get them into your hands, use them daily, then I can tell you, you will live your best life. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining us. Get back to the person specifically who invited you and let them know that you need these mushrooms. Have a great night. See you next week, Saturday night, all over again.